Recently I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube showing side hustles for teens, and so far they have mostly been rubbish. So I'm going to show you my 5 favourite side hustles I've researched and used, and these are actually genuine, making you real money. Number 1. The first side hustle is the easiest and makes you the least money. But this money will lead to more money in the future, so you need this step to help with the other methods. So I really highly recommend this step. Many of you have probably seen Tspring in many other videos and probably tried it and made no money, but the real trick is to use a proper, almost professional logo maker, which obviously you would assume costs some money, whether it's a monthly fee or a one-time payment. I have found a free way instead of this to save you money, and there is no download necessary in case you're worried about your computer. The link to this website will be in the description. So you've built your Tspring account and you've used a link from this video to get the logo maker, but you don't have any ideas on what to design. I personally always go for something relevant to the moment or the season. So if it's Christmas, I'll make a unique Christmas design, or with the current COVID pandemic, I make designs like this apparel to be wise, immunise. It has a catchy vibe to it and links with the current situation of the release of the COVID vaccine. So now you have made your design and published it, I recommend spending an hour a day for the next week making designs. So about 3 a day, so that's 21 a week, and I'm not going to hype this method up like others. You will probably only make £6 a week, but that £6 adds up because £6 a week is £24 a month, and that's £288 a year for a week's work. Finally, the best thing about this method is that you can increase your income by expanding. Obviously you want to make money now, so carry on making your designs and apply to these sites, and just send your designs over to Amazon and Redbubble. Then you have 3 platforms to sell on, and the best bit is you can put all your designs on each, therefore all this will help your potential sales increase. You've got 3 platforms selling your design. Number 2. So the next side hustle is a slight step up. This will most likely take a bit longer to start up. We are going to use Fiverr and people per hour. Set up your Fiverr account first because this has no verification time, so you can begin your 4th business already. On Fiverr we are going to create logos and banners for a target market, such as YouTube channels and or other social media platforms. By having a more focused, precise target market in your title, you will be higher up in the algorithm to be seen. Also, these keywords such as YouTube will make your customers have a better sense of trust, as they think your expertise are in the product they want, making you seem more professional. We have now set up our business on Fiverr, and we want to do very low prices as we need to gain reviews. So on average from Fiverr you're going to have a sale every 2 weeks, averaging around £5, and after that 2 weeks it will increase, but we are going to calculate the base rate of what you'll make. So £5 a week is £20 a month, so £240 a year. The result will actually be a lot higher because after you're verified you can sell on people per hour, giving you another market such as business. So you now have 6 passive incomes, making a base rate of about £44 a month, which is £528 a year. And this is only the first 2 side hustles. So you have a small income coming in, which you're going to invest in the shoes. This probably sounds silly to most of you. Generally, this is profitable. Firstly, you're going to use some of the money you have made already to join a cook group, which is typically a Discord you pay monthly into for people to tell you when a shoe is dropping, or for you to trade within. This is the best way to make the most out of this hustle, but if you don't want to spend £25 a month, you will earn less long term, but it is still possible to use this method. We will start with the essentials needed. Nike app, Nike sneakers app. These are the safest and easiest ways to get shoes you want and know are going to sell. So you go on the store and look for upcoming drops, then go on StockX, find that shoe, see its value and work out if it will profit. You get the right sizes and you can check StockX which size is best, and don't forget, if the shoe doesn't sell or drops in value, Nike offers free returns, so you can't lose. For example, the other day I got some Jordan Jubilee shoes which I bought on Nike for £105 and was able to sell for £154, getting my payout within a week from StockX, so already that's a £49 profit on average. On average there is at least 1 profitable shoe a week. You'll find a lot more if you join the cook group, but if not you can still make money. Realistically you're going to make about £30 a shoe, and occasionally you can make big profits like hundreds of pounds or thousands. But this is rare, so we're not going to add that to our profits. So we've got £30 a week, which is £120 a month, and £1,440 a year, which is the base rate, so most people would make more than that as they get more and more experienced. So you can make thousands out of this a month. Some people make thousands a month. It's genuinely incredible. So we are halfway through the video and already you should notice a correlation. Money makes money. So if you want to make the most, you need to withhold profits and reinvest into your side hustles. And so far, you're racking in about £1,968 a year for a base rate. That's not too bad. Most people who expand their businesses wisely will be making, after their first year, around 5k or more just from these first 3 hustles. And by the end of the video, a whole lot more. Number 4. So now we have racked up an average income of £164 a month, and we are going to use this to reinvest into our next business venture, dropshipping. 90% of people know what this is, and it always seems to be easy until if you use my method. For my dropshipping business, I personally use eBay, but you can use any website. There are thousands you can use, but I find eBay the most efficient and easiest. So what you need to do is research, find an item which is on sale, which isn't too hard. Once you have found your item, for example, I found a helmet retailing at £145, reduced to £100, and I'm going to list it for £115. Always be careful of your listing price because eBay takes a cut off your sale, averaging about 10%, and most other sites do the same. So now I have sold my item for £120 to a buyer after 10% seller's fees. I have got £108, so £8 profit, which doesn't seem a lot, but you can sell many items in a day, averaging about 1 every other day if you have picked the right item. So that's approximately £26.50 a week, which is £112 a month, which is £1,344 a year, depending on what sale reductions are about and how much work you put in. But dropshipping is very lucrative if a lot of effort is put in, and I think eBay is amazing for it as they advertise your products so well. Before we get into the 5th hustle, let's add up how much the last 4 hustles have made us. So hustle number 1 has made us £288 per annum, which means per year. Number 2 at £240 per annum. Number 3 at £1,440 per annum. Finally, number 4 making £1,344 per annum. If we add all that up, we are making a base rate of £3,312 per annum already without using the final method. Number 5. The final method, of course, has to be social media. I know it's the most obvious method, but it's very lucrative, I will admit. Instagram is my personal favourite to make money, and it's the easiest and fastest platform to grow on. To do this is simple. Create an Instagram account, make a meme page, post funny videos or anecdotes. This will slowly cause growth in followers, or if you want to grow followers faster and easier, use a trustworthy, larger Instagram page to shout you out, and you pay them for it. Once you have reached a good consistent like rate, impression rate and a large amount of followers, about 20,000 followers, you will begin to be messaged by smaller pages that want shouting out, and they will pay you about a starting rate of £5 for a story shout out, to a whole lot more for a permanent post or a link in bio. This is an obvious cycle which proves money makes money, as you will spend money to grow and then others will pay you money to help them grow. Also, as you get larger, you will get customers like dropshippers paying you to advertise their product, but be careful, too many ads lead to unfollows. All this on average will get you about £10 a week, which is £520 per annum, therefore increasing your yearly income to a £3,832 base rate, which every year you use this method will increase as long as you work hard and stay focused. This, number 5, seems like quite a weak revenue stream, but it is consistent and will last forever. And if you ever give up on your Instagram page or your other social media platforms, you can sell them with the followers they have for a healthy price. Thank you for listening to my top 5 side hustles for teens, and I hope it will help you generate a healthy income on the side. If there are any questions or video suggestions, feel free to comment them down below, and please like the video if you enjoyed or learned something from this. And if you enjoyed this video as well and learned something, please subscribe. It will help me with the algorithm and make me some money. Also, before this video ends, I just want to say I will do more in-depth ways of making money with these methods and how to do them in future videos.